Alright, let's continue on with our Chapter 8 practice test, and let's do problem number 17. Number 17 says we have the number 14.72 times 10 to the negative fourth divided by the number 3.2 times 10 to the negative 3. Okay? Well, the first thing I'm going to do is rewrite that. 14.72 divided by 3.2. The factors. And 10 to the negative fourth minus 10 to the negative 3. Okay? And if I get out my handy dandy calculator, here we go. Let's get it out. So you can see that 14.72 divided by 3.2, 4.6. So 4.6 and 10 to the negative fourth divided by 10 to the negative 3 means I can subtract exponents. So negative 3 minus a negative 4 minus a negative 3 is plus 3. So times 10 to the negative 1. Okay? And if that is to be written as a real number, I would move the decimal one place left, and there is that number written as a standard number. Now let's go 17. Number 17. Number 17. Oh, that was number 17. Let's do number 18. Number 18 is 15 times 10 to the negative 7 times 3.1 times 10 to the fourth. Once again, I can multiply 15 times 3.1, the factors, times 10 to the negative 7th, times 10 to the fourth. Put those parentheses around there correctly. 15 times 3.1, 46.5. So we get 46.5 times 10, and we add exponents. Negative 7 plus 4 is negative 3. But we now notice that we're not done yet because our factor is not a single-digit factor between 1 and 10. So we're going to move the decimal place over, make the factor 4.65. Since we moved it to the left, we are going to add a exponent, so 10 to the negative 3 plus times 10 to the, that's 10 to the first, times 10 to the negative 3, and then when we add exponents we get 4.65 times 10 to the negative 2. Okay, and then if we wanted to write that as a decimal, 465, and we're going to move the decimal place 1, 2, 1, 2, there's the decimal, and that is the number written in standard form. Number 19. A space probe that is 2.85 times 10 to the 9th miles away from Earth sends radio signals to NASA. If the radio signals travel at the speed of light, which is 1.86 times 10 to the 5th, how long will it take the signals to reach NASA? Okay, so basically what we have to do is divide. We're dividing like that. Okay, so I'm going to go 2.85 divided by 1.86 and 10 to the 9th divided by 10 to the 5th. Calculator out again. 2.85 divided by 1.86, 1.53. So I'm just going to put that as 1.53. 10 to the 9th and 10 to the 5th. Subtract exponents. Leaves me with 10 to the 4th. And there is how long it takes for that signal to reach the Earth. And that's seconds, I should say. Okay. Now let's try number 20. Find the degree of each polynomial, then arrange the terms so that the powers of y are in descending order. So here's our original problem. 2y squared plus 8y to the 4th plus 9y. If I put the degrees below them, this is a second degree, this is a fourth degree, this is a first degree. Then I'm supposed to put them in descending order. So I'm going to take the biggest one first, 8y to the 4th. That one's handled. Now I'll do the 2 plus 2y squared plus 9y. And they're all handled, and there is my answer. 21. 5xy minus 7 plus 2y to the 4th minus x squared y cubed. Alright, and we're doing what? Descending order of y. So we're doing descending of y. Alright, so let's do the degree and then the y degree, just for practice. The degree of this guy is 2. There's 2 exponents there, but the y is only one of them. The degree of this guy is 0 and 0. The degree of this guy is 4, and all 4 of them come from y. The degree of this guy is 5. 3 of them come from y. Now we're supposed to do the descending, sorry about that if that wasn't on the screen, the descending degree of y. So here's the degrees of y. This is the top one. So 2y to the 4th. There's the next one, minus x squared y third. There's the next one, plus 5xy, and the last one is minus 7. And there it is. Alright, 22. Find each sum or difference. So in 22, we have 5a plus 3a squared minus 7a cubed plus 2a minus 8a squared plus 4. So we're looking for like terms. I'm going to go through and say that my first like term is a, and that's an a, I guess. There's a. My highest degree of a is here, so I'm going to start with that one, with the a to the cubed, minus 7a cubed. There's my a squareds. 3 minus 8 is minus 5a squared. Now the a's, 5 and 2, both positive. And finally, I've got a 4 at the end. So negative 7a cubed minus 5a squared plus 7a plus 4. Yep, and that is the right answer. Alright, let's try number 23. 23. We've got x cubed minus 3 x squared y plus 4 xy squared plus y to the third. And we are subtracting 7 x to the third plus x squared y minus 9 xy squared plus y to the third. Alright, so I notice that I have a minus here. So the first thing I'm going to do with this minus is change all the signs. So let's rewrite the equation without the parentheses. The left polynomial doesn't change. But now I'm going to change all the signs of the next one. Minus 7x cubed minus x2y plus 9xy squared minus y to the third. So now I look for, I'm going to do it in descending order of x. So let's take a look at it. We got 3 x's there, or x to the third. There's an x to the third. Okay, so we've got x to the third minus, so it's not minus 6x to the third. So now here's an x squared. There's an x squared. So we got x squared y, so minus 3 minus 1 is minus 4. Alright. Now we have 1, 2, or this is just a single x and x. We got 4 and 9 is 13. Xy squared. And we then have the final one that without any x's is just the, I'll give it 4 lines. Y to the cube minus y to the cube, which is 0, and so we don't have to write that in, and there's our answer to 23. 24. Measures of two sides of a triangle are given. If the perimeter is represented by that, find the measure of the third side. Okay, so here's our triangle, and we're given that this side is x squared plus 7x plus 9. And the bottom side here is 5x squared minus 13x plus 24. Then we're also given what? The perimeter. Perimeter is equal to 11x squared minus 29x plus 10. So how do we solve this problem? Well, we can add these two together and subtract from that result from that to get that third side. And is that what they're asking for us to do? Find the measure of the third side. Yes, that is what they're doing. So the first thing we're going to do is add these two together, this one and this one. So I'm going to write them x squared plus 7x plus 9. I'm going to write them horizontally just for fun. Minus 13x plus 24. Alright, I got the x squareds lined up, so that is 6x squared. I'm adding them together, remember? I should mark that like that. So that is 6x squared. 7x minus 13x is minus 6x, and plus 33. Now I'm going to take that number up here and subtract it. So I got 6x squared minus 6x plus 33, but I'm going to subtract it, so that changes the sign of each one of these, and I now have 11x minus that is 5x squared. 29 plus 6 is 23, negative. And 10 minus 33 is minus 23. And double checking that with the book to see if I got the right answer. 5x squared minus 23x minus 23. Excellent. That is the correct answer right there. And we have to call that quits for the day.